Hello guys, and welcome to this week's vlog. This vlog should be going live shortly after we've actually moved to the new house. So I'm kind of caught up now and I've picked up the camera again so that we can get this all edited and it's more in real time because we are moving in 2 days. I can't believe it, it's crazy. We still do have this place for like about a week after we move into the new house, but yeah, there's lots going on this week, which is why I wanted to pick up the camera now. I've also just had a big delivery from Amazon, which I wanted to show you. Just so much, like I feel like I haven't spoken to you guys in ages, even though it would have only been like on last week's vlog. But this is the current state of my hair. So I've taken out my extensions. I last night took out my tape-in hair extensions. You can take them out really easily with like a little bit of hand sanitizer, or to be honest, they were just coming out anyway. They've never been right from the beginning, those extensions. If you guys were with me from the glow up vlog, then you'll know. But yeah, so those have all come out and they are here ready to be refitted, along with some new extensions which are being sent to me next week. But anyway, hi, hello, how are we all? I hope we're all doing really well. I've just been for a walk. I have missed you guys, talking to you guys, and if you're new here then welcome, and if you are returning then thank you so much for coming back. So yes, basically, seeing as we're on the topic of hair, and we always seem to be on the topic of hair on this channel, I took my extensions out and now I'm in a bit of a crisis point because I absolutely I just feel so uncomfortable with my hair in its natural state. Not only is the colour all over the place and absolutely terrible, which is being fixed next Friday, but it's just, I didn't realise how much they'd cut off last time. So last time I went to the salon, my hair was like down to here, but they cut it and then fitted new extensions. So now I didn't realise how short it was, basically, and because I hadn't really properly seen it in its natural state. So there's that. It's looking very red. The dark has all grown down. So next Friday, I'm having a really long hairdresser's appointment at my usual salon. Bear with me, it's so warm. I've just been for a walk, so I'm going to take this big hoodie off, it's absolutely boiling. And I'm going to have basically like a blonde balayage type thing. So this all redness is going to be gone. It's going to be more of like a light brown. I'll show you some inspiration images on my phone in a second. I'm then going to have all my new extensions refitted as well. So it's going to be a big transformation. So I'll take you guys along for that appointment and show you. And so you'll definitely now have seen the before and then you'll see after. So I'll have new extensions and it's going to be all different colour as well. So I'm not going to go too extreme because I find that you shouldn't go too far from your natural, just because obviously with damage with bleach and stuff, and also just like for complementing your skin. But we are going to go fairly drastic, I would say, and let's go and show you some images. Just going to grab my phone, but you can see in the back there's all the packing, just my clothes ready. And yeah, we've done a lot more packing since I spoke to you guys last as well, like so much more. Everything is kind of packed up in the kitchen, so we're working off like 2 plates, 2 forks, 2 knives and all of that. So, yes, I just ran a washing machine clean cycle. Sorry, it's washing everywhere as usual. I'm going to show you these photos of like what I'm planning to have done to my hair. So, I'll move you here. Sorry to keep moving around, just for the lighting. It's something along these lines. So obviously it's going to be a little bit longer than that, just because my extensions are a bit longer than that. And that's a bit light, to be honest. So it's more going to be, so I'm feeling like this sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be kind of like light brown, very light brown highlights throughout the hair, coming up quite high, but blended from the root, so it grows out naturally and it doesn't require a lot of maintenance, and also matches in with the extensions. So I've got the extensions I already have, I bought from the salon, and then there's a brand called Goo Goo Hair which is sending me some extensions, 2 packs of light brown and 1 pack of dark to blend in as well, and they're sending me those if I film basically a short video showing the installation process. So they asked me if I wanted to receive them, and it was just perfect timing. I think I've mentioned in another vlog before, perfect timing with extensions because I wear them all the time anyway. But let's see what those are like. I'm not making any judgment at this stage. We'll just have to see. To be honest, the ones that I had in before weren't great, and the actual tapes on them were quite flimsy and they came out really quite quickly. So, but the actual hair was really nice. So I'm just going to put my hair in a bun, and then there's literally nothing to put in a bun. It is so, oh gosh, get those back in. So yes, what I was going to say is I've ordered off Amazon, lovely Amazon. It's not coming today, it's coming tomorrow, but like a clip-in, a one-piece extension. So essentially it's just one piece, clip it in, and then it should look like I've got more volume and length. And I've also ordered it in like a balayage type thing. So I'm hoping that that is going to do me okay for the next week and a bit when I go out and about, so I don't feel so exposed. It probably seems so ridiculous and so silly and so first world problems, and I completely get that, but I feel so, one of my biggest insecurities is my hair and how thin my hair is and stuff, and it just makes me feel rubbish. So hence these. So I've ordered this off Amazon, this like clip-in one piece. So we'll try it together when it arrives tomorrow and see what it's like. Also, Rocky's been like a little bit poorly, bless him. So he's had a really bad tummy all day, not yesterday and the day before. So I've just been kind of nursing him, giving him his probiotic gel paste stuff that he absolutely hates. And he seems a little bit better now. He just went out for a walk, but it just worries me so much when the little munchkins are poorly, like, and Rocky just gets problems with his belly all the time. But we've taken him to the vet, he's had loads of tests and they couldn't find anything. We think it's just kind of like an IBS type situation. If you're new to the channel, I have two chihuahuas, one long hair, one short hair. One is 9 and one is 7, and they are, one's short haired, one's long haired. So yeah, that's what I'm referring to. Okay, so from Amazon we have this to start with. This is from my favourite Matcha brand, Perfect Ted, and this is the whisk. So I do already have a little whisk for my Matcha, which I got from IKEA for £1. But yesterday it started to play up, and IKEA is a long way from where we live at the moment. So I thought I'll order another whisk online, and I thought, why not order the branded one? It was really quite expensive actually. It was £13.99, so I have high hopes for this whisk, that it's going to last long and be really good, because yeah, as I say, it was expensive. But the IKEA one as well, you put batteries in and it was really flimsy. It's really flimsy. Whereas this one is actually rechargeable. So it's a lot better in that respect. Oh. So this is what it's come out of the box like. It's just got the Perfect Ted branding on there. And then it says feeling frothy on there. So you can use this to froth up milk or whatever you want really. See that? Oh, it feels really sturdy and really good. And then yeah, it's just a little on button. Oh, you can adjust the settings also, so you can make it slower or faster. And then you've just got a little charging port at the bottom there. Oh, that's fantastic. And you can keep it protected with that. And it comes with the little charging cable there. That is brilliant. That's USB-C charger as well, so ideal. That is perfect. So I'll probably save that till we move to use that, unless the IKEA one completely doesn't work. It was nearly not working yesterday. So I just ordered a top up of the Johnson's. These are like the makeup wipe, my favourite sort of makeup cleansing wipes, and I don't really use these, to be honest. I only ever use these wipes when I travel. However, I noticed that I didn't have any left, and I thought all my skincare and stuff is just going to be all over the place to start with, so I'm just going to have a pack of wipes on hand. I also randomly use them to clean my trainers. You know, like white trainers, just to give them a little wipe over. Right. Absolutely no idea what this is, and now I've realised it's powder puffs. So I just needed some triangular powder puffs. Basically, I packed all mine away and then realised that I needed a new one, and had packed them all away and had absolutely no idea, I'll show you in a second the box situation, which box they could possibly be in. So I've got a new pack from Amazon. These are like a favourite of mine from Amazon. They are so good for applying loose setting powder. So super happy, and they were so affordable. They're £3.99. And then finally I just got some clothing bags. Actually, my husband runs like my Vinted, and he's been selling a few bits on there for me, but I realised he didn't really have any bags to send things in. Just got a big load of bags to send my Vinted stuff that I sell in, or things I need to send back or whatever. So yeah, I think these will be really useful, and they're pink, which is so cute. So yeah, super happy with those. They were also affordable. I'll link all this stuff for you guys in case you were interested in it, of course, down in the description box below. Hey, I can turn you around. So we've got all of these moving boxes. We've just got, what's the stuff I just unboxed from Amazon. They've got all these ones up here. There's just random washing in the corner, tubs of stuff, yeah. Oh gosh, it is quite stressful, isn't it, living like this, but it's not for long. So yeah, that is the current situation at home, but as I say, not for long, and hopefully for the best, so that's okay. And the labels, the boxes are all labelled, and we've actually got we've got a van with 2 men coming to move us. Originally, my husband was going to have a van from work, and then 2 of his colleagues were going to help him move on the Saturday, but one of his colleagues has become ill, and the other one wasn't going to be able to get there till late in the afternoon, and then the van that they were going to use has been in an accident, so everything was going wrong, and obviously meaning that we couldn't do that. So my husband sorted out a van with 2 men, a removal company to come and help us move on the Saturday. So that should be a lot better, because they're professionals and know what they're doing, and should be a lot more organised and be able to just get stuff done. So yeah, that's really good, because also on Friday I'll bring you guys along, but I'm having some facial filler. I'm a little bit worried about it. In fact, I'm stupidly anxious about it. So I have Botox anyway, and on Friday this week, in 2 days time, I'm having my Botox topped up, because I basically have Botox every 6 months or so, and then in 2 weeks you have like a top up just to see how it's settled, and if you need any areas kind of like tweaked. Sometimes, you know, it can be you need one area topped up more than others, and my lady who does it, she always goes in very light with me, and then she tops up rather than going heavy to start with. So this was the this is the situation with like moving my face. If I smile, I don't really have any smile lines. I didn't really have any before, to be honest, that bad. They were just very minor, but I've been having Botox for around 8 years, so that has prevented them from kind of expanding. And then if I frown inwards, there's nothing much there, slight bit of movement now, and then if I go up, there's still quite a lot of movement here. So that's the thing that's going to be topped up. Now I don't want to like obviously get into it, is Botox good or is it bad or anything like that. I just think people should just do whatever they want to do. I don't have any feeling about it. If you want to do it, if you don't want to do it, if you hate it, if you love it, I just think, yeah, everyone should just be allowed to do what they want to do. But I've been having it for quite a long time, and I really like the effects of it. I like how smooth my makeup goes on afterwards. I like the fact that it's meant that my wrinkles haven't become deep set on my face. So it is something that I'll have like about twice a year. But I've never ever had facial filler before, and basically I have wanted to have this area around my mouth where it kind of draws down. My mum has it, and it's quite, in our family we tend to have quite high cheekbones but a drawn face, especially around this mouth area. So I've been toying with the idea for the last 2 to 3 years of having some filler here, sort of just to sharpen that up and fill that out. And the last time I went, I talked in more detail about it with my esthetician. Anyway, she's a registered nurse practitioner who does my Botox, and yeah, basically I decided to go ahead with it this Friday. Obviously I can change my mind on Friday and that may well happen, but at the moment I am going to have a teeny bit of filler to sharpen that up and fill that out. But yeah, I don't know, my husband is super against it, and I mean super against it. He thinks that it's going to go wrong. He thinks that I'm not going to like it, that I'm going to spend loads of money trying to get it removed and dissolved. And he may prove me right. I really hope not, but we'll see. So let's go back upstairs. I've got to get back on with work anyway. I'm going to bring these parcels from Halara upstairs. I actually spoke to Halara after the last video that I did. About 3 to 4 weeks after I'd spoken with them, I said, would you like to work with me again on a video? Let's go upstairs and talk. Yeah, so because I love the clothes so much the last time I did a video with Halara, so what happened is, if you're new to the channel, they reached out to me when I had a very few subscribers, and I'm talking about 180 subscribers, and I think now we're on 590 or something, and said, would you like to receive some clothes in exchange for doing a video on the clothes? And they sent me a link to their sort of portal and asked me to choose 8 items from the whole website and then do a video on it, which I did. But I love the pieces so much, and I also thought there was pieces that you guys would really like too, because I feel like we all sort of like the same kind of style and types of clothing on this channel. I feel like if you watch certain channels, maybe not all, but you kind of vibe with that style, or it's a style that you like. So I then reached out to them a few weeks later to say, I really loved working with you, would you like to work with me again? And by work with me I mean give me some clothes in exchange for a video. And they said yes, and I was like absolutely delighted. So they again gave me the portal and the balance, and they said choose, you know, what clothes you like and then do the video. So I've chosen another 8 items, I think. Yeah, 8 items, and I'm going to be filming that video probably before we leave this house so that I can get it done. Okay, Rocky. But yeah, I'm so excited to try them on, show you guys, get the video done, because the pieces are just beautiful. Like the quality, the style, the fit, everything, yeah, it's just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm over the moon. My sister was like, I absolutely adore like the stuff that you showed, and I've ordered this and this, and she loved it. So that just made me so happy, because like we would never have really heard of the like, oh, I'd heard of the brand, I'd seen it on like TikTok and Instagram and stuff, but I probably would have never took the plunge and actually ordered it, maybe if like I hadn't worked with them. I'm not sure. It's really strange, because when I first worked with them, I had stuff like in my basket on TikTok from Halara that I was considering and umming and ahhing about checking out on, and then they emailed me, which just felt like so strange, like it was meant to happen. But yeah, the clothes are beautiful, and I love the brand. So yeah, I can't wait to show you those, and that will be coming to the channel soon. I've sort of dedicated Wednesdays to fashion videos, really. That sort of caught you up on like in a really quick, fast way. I'm sorry that was so quick and just came out like what, like that. But I'm going to get on with my work, but I probably will check in again with you later if there's something to show you. If you're wondering what that weird orange light is in there, it's because I've got one of the lamps on in the other bedroom. It looks very strange in there, doesn't it? I thought I'd show you the little munchkins. Hey, say hello to the vlog. Say hello to the vlog. You've not been well, have you, puppy? No, you've not. Ow. You've not been well, have you, darling? Ow, what are you biting me for? What's that about? She doesn't bite hard. She's just like this little gnaw thing, and then she licks it. Yeah, licks it better. Come here, sweetheart. Oh, look, someone's not been himself. I know, little darling. Hello. 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 Well, right, I'm going to edit a video I filmed, which was some Maybelline makeup that I bought. Not just Maybelline, but like basically like drugstore makeup. So I'm just going to edit that so we can get that up on the channel soon. Hi guys, it is, what day is it? Thursday evening. I think I spoke to you yesterday, didn't I? And I have finished work for the day. It's about 5:30 now, I think. Sorry about all this mess, but I said I would show you this when it arrived. This is the clip-in hair extension that I'm hoping is going to be my security blanket when I don't have my tape-in extensions in. So I thought we'd open it together and try it together. If you've been here a while, you may remember when I tried out a fringe, which I really like actually. Still, it's like a clip-in fringe, so I'm not a stranger to clip-in extensions. I have worn them in the past. Ooh. Not for like a while. I haven't worn like them for length for a while. They come packaged like this. They are 100% Remy human hair, so if that weirds you out a bit, you can get synthetic ones. They just look a little bit more synthetic. I don't think they're wholly human hair anyway. I think it's like a combination of synthetic and human hair. So this was £55. I thought it was quite pricey, but it's like a one piece. I didn't want loads of pieces that I have to try and put into my hair, because firstly the weight of it on my natural hair, and secondly just the hassle, just for the sake of like a week or two here and there in between extensions. So this is what it looks like. Ooh. This is nice actually, because maybe not as blonde as this, but this is the kind of tones, maybe just a bit browner, that I'm going to be having in my hair when I have my extensions redone and like my hair dyed. So it'd be nice to see if that's flattering against my skin tone. So it's got this big panel here, and then it's got this to loop over the top of your head as well. So let's try it. I'm intrigued. I've actually like worked out how to put my hair in a bun so it doesn't look too bad today, so I'm feeling less like exposed, I suppose is the word, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like when you don't have your hair in, it's like if you wear extensions, it's like a security blanket having your extensions in. I think we might need a claw clip for this. Maybe we won't. So I'm just going to pull up the top piece of my hair and clip it, and then I'm going to put this over the top and then clip it. Okay, I can't figure out for love or money how to work this out with the clips. So the actual band that it comes with, I've just slipped over my head and then pulled the rest of my hair, like half of my hair through it. So that seems to like sit with the extensions quite well. But then you've got that band, I don't know if you can just see it there, you can see what my scalp is showing across the top, and that's where the extension's sort of sitting in. So I guess you could use the clips to kind of secure it better, but I probably need to have someone help me do that, to be honest. I don't really know how to do it, and I think it looks okay. Like the hair looks really nice and natural. Obviously the colour's different, but I am going to have my hair done more, like a bit more lighter, and it's given me a taste of what that would look like, and I think that I quite like it actually. Maybe not as blonde as this, a bit more brown, but yeah, it is nice. I just think that you could tell if you looked at the top of my head that I have an extension piece in, because it's just, I don't know how you're supposed to blend over the top unless I suppose I could sort of like pin it or something. I'm not sure. I'm going to have a bit of a play around with it and see if I can kind of make it work. I wonder if my husband will even notice any difference if I wear this when he gets home. It'd be so interesting to see. But we're going to make some dinner tonight. We're just using up everything we've got left in our cupboard because there's only a couple of days. We're moving, we get our keys tomorrow. Oh my gosh. So we're just eating up everything that's left really. So dinner's been a bit mismatched this week, but yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to, pack this extension away. I'm going to leave it in. I'm going to see if he notices. I sincerely doubt he will. And then, we'll do some dinner in a bit. Morning, guys. I'm so sorry this vlog has been ever so chaotic. Because we're moving at the moment, there's lots of stuff going on, which, like behind the scenes, as you probably know if you've moved before, whether that's rental or buying, there's just so much like admin type stuff and things you've got to do and collect and sort out and move and go to the tip and, you know, all those things in the background. So I am trying to put together a reasonably okay weekly vlog, but I appreciate it's going to be a little bit chaotic, so hopefully you can bear with me and the next one should be a lot better. But today I wanted to show you something I'm using on my skin which is new. Last night I left you trying on that hair extension, didn't I? I left that hair extension in and my husband didn't notice. I thought he wouldn't. And then I said to him, have you noticed anything different about my hair? And he's like, oh, yeah, have you dyed it or something? I thought something was different, but yeah, I wasn't quite sure what it was. Such a typical response. And then I told him it was the extension, so yeah, he said it looked nice. So I'll definitely keep, I think, just for like in between days, but to be honest, it's quite good for my hair to have a good rest of a week or two between extensions, just to let it settle and grow out without any sort of tension on it. What I'm using here is this. So this is from Refy. It's part of a new product range, which is the Face Sculpt range. I think it's a new range anyway. This is definitely a new product. So I got an email saying that they just launched this, and I went on and bought it straight away because it's the Face Sculpt Lift and Hydrate. So it's actually a cream, so it's a moisturiser. So you squeeze the moisturiser out, dot that on as normal and just massage it gently into your face, and then you go over it with this, which is like a roller, and it just rolls over your skin and the beads move, so it's really nice and cooling and sculpting. It's a lovely product. I'm not sure if it's making much difference at the moment. I've been using it morning and evening for the last week to 10 days, I think, and I think maybe it has actually. I think my skin looks a little bit more toned and depuffed, but I think I mentioned to you guys, whether it's this vlog or the last, but I'm thinking of having facial filler in my jaw area, just a tiny bit, like barely anything. You probably, well, hopefully you'll be able to notice a bit of difference, but it's really not like one for a noticeable difference. So I got this to see if I kind of tone up my jaw area naturally with these little bits that I'm conscious of, which you can't see so well in this light, but you can normally, or definitely when a shadow is on there. It's something that bothers me, but I appreciate that can come across as a little bit vain. It's more of an insecurity than a vanity, to be honest. And when I spoke to my esthetician, she said that she could put a little tiny bit of filler in, which would just bring this out, these dips here, just to make it more symmetrical and smooth. And the thing when I notice it the most, you know, is on Teams calls. I think Teams is like the absolute worst for picking flaws in your face or in your appearance. Let me know if anyone else can relate to this. You just see yourself on screen so much. And I've also noticed it more when I've been editing my videos back as well, and I've thought, God, your face is starting to look. Anyway, I won't go into it because I appreciate I'm very lucky to have, you know, a face and, you know, lots of different things, and I'm grateful for everything I have, but like anyone, I have my own insecurities. But where I'm going with all this is I was supposed to have that today along with my 2-week Botox checkup. So when you have Botox, I had that a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks later then you go and get it checked to see if you need any top up anywhere, which I do. But my esthetician messaged me this morning and said, I've got a really bad cold, so you can still come along. I'll be wearing a mask, but I just wanted to make you aware, did you want to rebook? So I've rebooked to next Tuesday because I really don't want to be getting a cold today and this week when we're moving and everything. And I thought it was really kind of her to tell me, actually, and offer me to come with obviously wearing a face mask and so on. But yeah, so we've agreed to do it next Tuesday, but Simon said to me when I told him that we wouldn't be going there today, oh, it's a sign you shouldn't be getting filler. And maybe he's right. Maybe on Tuesday I'll just go and get my Botox top up as normal and not go ahead with the filler, because I am on the fence with it. I wish I could ask you guys in real time. Maybe I'll put a post, or I'll have put a post on my YouTube before this video goes live, just to get your opinion. But the problem with doing that is you might get some really nasty comments, and I don't like really nasty comments, like saying, I don't know, but you know what I mean, like people can be quite nasty online. Generally not on YouTube. I found everyone on YouTube has been so lovely, and I love the community there. It's more on like other social channels, I think, but yeah, I still probably would get the odd one. And I don't mind like constructive criticism. If someone said to me something like, it will make you look older, or it will make your face look, you know, wider, or whatever it may be, like I'm happy to have that kind of thing. It's just if someone said to me like, oh, I don't know, I'm just like catastrophizing what someone would actually say. So we'll know when this video goes live whether or not I've gone ahead with that filler or not, and how it's actually turned out. So yeah, right, so I've finished that now. I just give it a little clean in the morning and in the evening once I've used it with a bit of micellar water, just to keep it nice and fresh. But I'm using that instead of a gua sha, and I think it's doing, you know, a nice job. I'm not sure if it's any better than a gua sha at the moment, but my face does look a little bit more toned, I have to say. So I'll keep using it, give it a good, at least a month's trial before I say whether or not I think it's worth it, because it was quite expensive. Now you do get the moisturiser in it, but how much do you get? 70ml, and it was £38, so I think that it's very expensive, so it would have to be definitely worth it to repurchase. Right, I'm going to get ready, get on with my day. I've got a half day today, and then we are collecting the keys. Okay, so we're all showered and everything. I've literally got my first matcha of the day. So in the morning when I wake up, I have a cup of tea with sugar in it, just to artificially basically help raise my blood pressure, because I may have mentioned before, I have a heart condition and my blood pressure drops very low, particularly overnight, so I need something like as soon as I wake up just to elevate it. So water and sugary tea works anyway for that. So I've got my matcha, which is the Perfect 10 chocolate matcha. I'll link it down below because it is just the best ever. I love it so much. I don't have coffee in the week anymore. Well, for the last week and a half, I would say, I haven't had coffee in the week. I've only had a coffee on a weekend, and the coffee that I've had on the weekend has made me go whoa, like wow. But it was nice, but I can do without it in the week now, unless I imagine if I'm super tired I might have a coffee. But yeah, I like the fact that I've replaced it with the matcha, because it's supposed to be better for you and have more health benefits and things, and it doesn't make me feel jittery and anxious like coffee can do. So I generally have 2 warm matchas in the morning before 12 o'clock, which is the Perfect 10 chocolate matcha. So I put a teaspoon of that with 150ml of oat milk, the barista oat milk, into my Hotel Chocolat velvetizer, and that just does it all for you, and it tastes incredible. I have to try and find a way to do it for you guys without using a velvetizer, because I appreciate not everyone would have a velvetizer, so there may be another alternative way. If you have like a milk frother for like a coffee machine or something, that would work in the same way, that you could heat up the milk and then pop the matcha in, as long as you blend it up first to remove any lumps. And then my iced matcha, sometimes I'll have instead of my second matcha. Gosh, I don't think this is very interesting, but basically, and that one I have with like a syrup, so that's what I'll show you later. But I love this so much, and also drink it through a straw, because I was conscious that the matcha is so green and I didn't want it to stain my teeth. I haven't got my teeth whitened or anything, but I just feel like over time that could definitely stain your teeth, like tea and coffee. So good. It's like my happy place. It's something that I really look forward to in the day, is having these matcha drinks. So as I say, it's always the little things, isn't it? But I'm going to show you a product on my skin this morning, which I bought from Superdrug last week or the week before, maybe. I bought some like drugstore beauty products. We don't call them drugstore in the UK, but I feel like people do call them that now, because it's like come over from the US, like into our language. But what do we call them? We call them Superdrug and Boots, which are our main drugstores, but where you can buy like affordable makeup and stuff. So you can also get these products in the supermarket. So I've got quite a few things, and I've done a whole separate video on like a drugstore beauty look, but there was one thing that really stood out to me, so that's the thing that I'll show you guys. Oh, it's so nice, it's so good, and it's such a great alternative to something else which is very pricey. So it's this, it's the L'Oreal Glotion. It's around £10. You can also buy it on Amazon. This is in shade 903 Medium Glow. I'm not sure if there was a shade lighter than this, but I potentially could get that one, because I'm very pale for me at the moment. Obviously I'm a brown skin girl, but woman, but yeah, I am very pale for me, and this was slightly dark, but it's so good. You can even like add this into your moisturizer. It's a glow boosting highlighter, but I've just been using it as a base, and it says it hydrates, illuminates for glazed glowing skin. This is a great dupe for the £35 Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Skin Tint Sheer Glow Stick thing, which I adore and always have a makeup bag, and it's so good. But this is a really good dupe, and I was really impressed. I'll show you that on today. Excuse my nail, look at that. So bad. I'm hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to get those done today, especially now that I'm not having my like Botox top up and filler, so we've got some more time after picking up the keys, so I'll be able to hopefully have my nails done because they are in desperate need. So it's just in like a tube like this, and then I just apply it directly to the skin. Oh. And then we'll blend it out, and I'll show you it. It's so nice. I can't get over it actually. I know it was really hyped on TikTok and social media, but I take all those things with a little bit of a pinch of salt, although I am quite easily influenced and will often try them for myself. But I'll test for myself whether or not I think they're, you know, really good. And look at that. So it just blends like an absolute dream, and it just creates such a lovely glow on the skin. It adds a hint of colour so I don't look so pale, so this matches my body better, and that side, as you can see, is a lot paler, and it just adds this lovely glow to the skin. If I put you in the light, you can see it a bit better, so you can still see all your skin through it, like freckles or whatever you have, but it just camouflages and glows. So I was really impressed, and I love that. So I will link that down below for you in the description box. Love it. Just before I go, this is what I mean by the, are they called marionette lines? Because it's like a puppet. This is what I mean by the filler. So putting some apparently here helps to just sharpen all that out. But anyway, enough about that, and I'll see you guys later. I've actually been working in my dressing gown this morning, which is very slovenly of me, but I'm just going to actually get some clothes on now because Simon will be home in about an hour. We're going to take a load of stuff over to the new house, namely my clothes, which are all in these massive IKEA storage bags. These are so good. They're £3 each, and they're absolutely huge. I looked for something similar on Amazon because we needed to order some more, and they were like 3 times the price. So yeah, really good. These bags just for packing things like clothes. I've been working with like this rail and this rail. These are like new in pieces from Uniqlo that I ordered, and also from Halara for a video. And then I just had like a little capsule wardrobe here, which I've actually really enjoyed working with minimal clothing. I mean, the outfits I have been creating have not been in any way sort of super stylish or groundbreaking, but yeah, it's just like, it's less overwhelming than having a whole wardrobe of clothes. So I've sort of been thinking about maybe creating like a capsule wardrobe style video when we are moved and I've got access to everything again, because there's certain key pieces that from doing this I know that I've reached for over and over again, like long sleeve basic tops, for example, leggings, certain pairs of shoes like my Uggs, because it's that sort of cold season. So yeah, I think that'd be quite useful. And this top I bought from Uniqlo really recently. I've actually done a separate Uniqlo video on Uniqlo thermals because I bought a load of Uniqlo thermals. So I won't go into it in too much detail because I sort of go into it in that video, but they've got some lovely thermal stuff on the website that doesn't look too much like thermals that I normally wear, which really do look like undergarments. So this, for example, is a thermal polo neck, but it just looks like a fleece top. I mean, it's not the most glamorous thing, but it keeps me warm and it's so soft and it's really nice. So today it's 3 degrees. We're going to be going into a freezing cold house because the heating hasn't been on in that house in such a long time. We had our usual cleaning lady go in and clean it yesterday for us, and bless her. I didn't even think, because obviously we don't have access to the property until today, but they let her in yesterday. She must have been freezing. I know, like, you get warm like when you're moving about, like I know I do from like cleaning, hoovering and that sort of thing, but like if I'd actually thought, I would have asked if they could have put the heating on. But anyway, can't change it now, unfortunately. And she said she was okay, so I hope she was. I hate the thought of her being cold for like 3 hours cleaning. But anyway, so yeah, today I'm gonna wear this, and I'm wondering, should I wear some jeans? Got some really nice jeans in my Halara order. That video will have already gone live actually, so I can show you anyway. So I got these like grey jean jeggings, and then a pair of the magic denim blue jean jegging things. They just feel like leggings. They're absolutely incredible. I am obsessed with Halara. The stuff is so premium and soft and comfortable, but looks really nice. And these just don't feel like jeans at all. I adore them. And if you know me, I just don't really like jeans. I always find them too time restrictive. I also chose these when I was doing my selections for that video, and they're so lovely. They're like these turn-up ones, kind of a loose, baggy fit. I really want to wear these like ASAP, but the weather is just not giving. I mean, it's the middle of February, it's Valentine's Day today, so happy Valentine's Day. But it would have already been gone like 2 to 3 weeks ago. And I hope you have a lovely Valentine's Day, whatever you did, or had, should I say. It's really awkward, like sometimes talking in the past tense, knowing that things will have come and gone. But yes, we're not doing anything for Valentine's Day because obviously we are moving today. Simon did bring me home some lovely pink roses from M&S last night, which was really kind of him, and a little treat from Marks and Spencer's, like a chocolatey treat. But yeah, we kind of just like skipped over it this year. To be honest, we've never been big Valentine's Day people. Like, we will do a little something like Simon always like brings flowers or something like that, but we don't do anything major anyway. So I'm just thinking what to wear with this really. I think it might be a little on the cold side for those jean jegging things, being 3 degrees. I've got these jogging bottoms from Uniqlo that I picked up as well in the Uniqlo sale. They're really not flattering, but they are really warm. I think it's just going to have to be the Uniqlo thermal leggings shock, because at least I know those will keep me warm. So if I wear this and this, pop a jumper over the top, and then I'm going to wear my big fluffy coat from Under the Stories that I always wear. I'll show you which one I mean later, but I wear it a lot in my videos I have over the winter because yeah, it's just such a warm snuggly coat. I really want a coat like that, but maxi length. I think I've mentioned this in a vlog before. What I really want is a Max Mara teddy coat, but I mean we can dream. Okay, so I've got my Uniqlo thermal leggings on now, which are incredible. By the way, the size extra small in these, so I picked up an extra small as opposed to a small. They fit me a little bit nicer. They're not so baggy around the knees, but they're actually not tighter around the waist. So I actually really like the Uniqlo thermal leggings in the extra small as opposed to the small. I mean, the small are still really lovely, comfortable and fit nice. I mean, they're just leggings at the end of the day, but these are just less baggy around the knees. So we need socks, and we need something to go over this. I've got this on. That's another Uniqlo jumper actually. It's the souffle yarn knitted cardigan. I've worn it so much and washed it so much. Can you see it's gone a little bit, it's not bobbly, but the knitwear has gone a bit looking worn, if you know what I mean. I've also got the grey version, which I wore yesterday. And I've got my big, oh gosh, why do I always put this on a hanger when I know I should fold it up? So I've either got this or I've got hoodies. I'll go with this. This is my Couture Club jumper. The cost per wear on this has been absolutely minimal because I've worn it so much. I'm so tempted to wear the cream, get the cream, but I don't know if I'd get as much wear out of the cream because I'd be worried about spilling stuff on it and getting it dirty, whereas the brown is like very forgiving. Oh, I love this jumper so much. It just looks so nice with leggings. I'll show you full length if I can later on. I'll hopefully have a hallway like mirror so I can actually show you full length outfit pictures in the new property. I've also put my hair in a ponytail today, a very thin, fine ponytail, but can't be messing about with extensions really and stuff. Socks. I'm definitely going to wear my Ugg boots because it's cold, and I've realised that throughout the winter I either wear my wellies or my Uggs predominantly, so those are my capsule footwear pieces definitely for the winter. I was also going to show you guys some Skims underwear that I got because, well, I'm so impressed with it. Just pop these socks on. These are the Uniqlo thermal socks. Sounds like I'm a spokesperson or something for Uniqlo, doesn't it? It's like I've just recently discovered them and I've become really a big fan because their thermals just really keep you warm. So yeah, I really love them, and the delivery is quick, and I think if you spend over £50 the delivery's free. It comes really quickly, the stuff's really nice, it does what it says on the tin. You're just really happy with them as a shop, as a brand. Right, so we've got my Uniqlo thermal socks, Uniqlo thermal leggings, Uniqlo thermal polo neck and my Couture Club jumper. Then I'm going to put my Uggs on and my big thick coat and I should be fine then. And right, what I was going to do is show you some Skims underwear because I've invested into some Skims underwear recently and I highly recommend, but there are some pieces over others. So I thought I'd show you in this little part of the video. So first up, I got this, which is a plunge bralette, it's called. Oh, I'll try and link these pieces if I can. If you wanted to have a look at them, they are sale, most of them, so I'll try and link them for you anyway. But this is the plunge bralette, so it's just lacy like that. Obviously it's see-through, so it's not one to like protect you in terms of if you're wearing like a see-through top, this wouldn't give you any coverage, but it's very pretty, it's very comfortable. It's from their stretch lace range and oh my gosh, is it stretchy. It's so nice and it's just really flattering. I really like the way it made me sort of feel and look, and I even wore this to sleep one night and it felt really comfortable, so I picked this up in a size small and it's 100% polyamide, that's why it's so nice and stretchy. I couldn't find the matching pants, but I guess that's because it was sale. And then I also got this bra, which if you've seen my vlog where I did like quite a big Skims unboxing, I got this bra, which is again that stretchy lace range, but this is a triangular bralette. This fits really nicely in the size small. So pretty, and I just absolutely love the colour. Again, not one for coverage, but it has more coverage than the other one, but just very cute and pretty. And then my husband actually bought me the matching underwear for that one. Is that TMI? But it wasn't like anything, it was just like a nice little gift because I had the bra but I didn't have the matching pants, and I always like to have matching underwear, even if it's just plain boring underwear. I like to have a matching set. I don't really know why, it just makes me feel put together, I suppose. So I don't have those pants, I think those are in the wash. And then I got this one. This is from like the new Valentine's collection that Skims have done, and it's really soft material. It's so soft and stretchy, it's like a dream. There's no back on it, there's no back on any of those, and I find that really nice and comfortable. Sometimes when bras have like a clasp or something, my skin can get quite irritated quite quickly. I mean, this one does have a teeny little clasp on the back, but I don't use it. It's just like, I suppose you could, it's like a bikini back. But yeah, this one is super soft. The only thing I would say with this one is that it scoops down really low. So sometimes, I mean, I got a size small, which is a really nice fitting size, but it scoops down so low that it doesn't actually cover, I don't feel like it gives you full coverage over the breast, and I have like really small breasts. I'm not sure whether it's my breast shape or what, but yeah, for that reason, like, not sure, you have to try it on to see whether it suits you. I just ordered it online and it was so comfy that I didn't think I would return it. I'm happy with the way that it feels and looks, but yeah, as I say, it does just skim down quite low the way it scoops, but when you look at it on the website, that is how it's kind of worn. So I think that is the style. That probably isn't for everyone. And then I got the matching thong, and I got this thong is the same style as the one I've got for this bralette, and also in black, sorry, and it is called the, what is it called, dipped thong. I'll link them anyway, but it's something like the dipped front thong. These are pricey, but these are the comfiest pair of pants I've ever tried in my life. They are so soft and silky, the material. They fit you like an absolute dream. Like, they don't dig in awkwardly. They just sort of skim over your curves. They're super flattering. They're so comfortable. It literally doesn't feel like you have anything on. They're so lovely. Just so stretchy, so soft. Obviously, they're really pretty, this design. Like, it's very dainty and it goes lovely with the bra. But they do like the boy short version or like the brief version if you prefer that over a thong. I prefer a thong, not a G-string, but a thong over like pants, just because I find that I wear a lot of leggings, and sometimes with pants you can get that knicker line, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I really recommend those, but they are definitely a luxury purchase because they were 3 for £36. So 12, I mean, it's not ridiculous. I mean, it's not great, but it's, so if you buy 3 for £36, it's £12 a thong, isn't it? Yeah. So they're 18 if you buy them one at a time, which I think sounds quite extreme, but 3 for £36 I didn't think was too bad. £12 for a pair of knickers, same price as quite a few of the like higher end luxury shops. So yeah, sorry, that's my sort of new in underwear, which I mentioned because I'm starting to replace quite a few of my things with better quality things, and particularly basics and underwear, and that's why I've been doing orders on Skims and things, because a lot of my underwear, bra stuff didn't fit me properly, wasn't very nice, was very old, so needed a revamp, but I didn't know where to sort of go to replace them, so I thought I'd try a few things. So I've tried Adanola, Skims and Victoria's Secret, and those seem to be like good options. And the Victoria's Secret bra that I've got on now, I'll show you that in another video, that's a lovely fitting bra. These bras all are not very supportive, but if you have a small chest, they don't really need much support. If you have a larger chest, I've noticed that Skims and Victoria's Secret have a massive range of bras that offer lots and lots of support and different like support options and massive sizing ranges. So I think they'd probably be good ones to check out. Lovely colour ranges as well if you were larger chested too. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that underwear. I realised I haven't put any perfume on today, so I'm just going in with this. This is the, oh, is that going to focus? Laura Mercier Ombre Vanille perfume. Like my favourite day-to-day perfume. How cute is this as well? My husband got it for me for Valentine's Day, a little sign to say I love you. He actually got it from work. They were doing a display and he asked if he could take it because he knew that I'd find it funny, but it's the thought that counts, and it is so cute. Hey darling, you okay? Dogs are a little bit on edge, I think, because obviously there's lots of stuff going on in the house and they are feeling a little bit unsettled, which is understandable. I don't like it when the dogs are unsettled. It's not nice for them really. Right, let's pop that away for clearing up. So this is the velvetizer that I use to make the hot matcha, but we're going to be making the cold one. So I'm just going to wash this up in our BRB. I've been using this, which is from Nespresso. It's for the iced coffees, and that's what it was for. I got it free last year. If you do an order on Nespresso, basically if you wait until they give you, if you sign up to their newsletter first, if you are an Nespresso customer, and then when they do a free gift, then do your order. That's what I always do, because I've got so much stuff from them, because I would have ordered the coffee pods anyway. I've got like cups and spoons, glasses, iced coffee glasses, this. So yeah, I just think if you're going to be ordering anyway, then definitely get something free. Speaking of which, I got these 2 Nespresso ice cube trays free when I did an order, things like that. Chocolates, their little treats, all sorts. So I put about 4 to 5 ice cubes in this. I mean, you can use any glass. I'm just using this because I've discovered I like drinking out of this kind of cup. It makes me feel like I've sort of bought a matcha out and about, even though I'm just at home. So 4 ice cubes in there. You can refill that one. Oh, is there any point refilling it because we're moving? No, I'm just going to leave that out. The dishwasher's done, so I'm going to get my jug. It's my favourite jug, which sounds ridiculous, but it's the OXO jug, because when you fill it, you can see inside whether you've got to the right measurement. So I'm going to put 150 ml of oat milk in here. This is the one that I love, my favourite one. It's the Oatly Barista Edition. Just give that a shake. So we've got 150 ml in there. Just pop that into the cup. Then we're going to add our syrups. I'm a massive fan of these syrups, the 1883 syrups. They're the same ones they use in the Blank Street coffee shops. I've still never tried a Blank Street, but it's definitely on the cards and on the wish list. Hopefully next week we might have a trip into Birmingham. This is the blueberry syrup. I've also got the blueberry muffin and the white chocolate, but those are packed away at the moment. So I apply 2 pumps of this into the cup. It's quite easy having the pump because then you kind of know how much syrup to apply. So if you like more, like 3 pumps for example, you know it's 3 pumps rather than measuring it out. So yeah, I do like that. You do need to buy the pumps separately. They're around £3.99. These syrups are quite pricey. You can buy them on Amazon, but I think they're really premium. I'll link them for you, my favourite. There are also some sugar-free ones as well if you prefer sugar-free. I've not tried those ones. And we need to make our matcha. So I'm going to make it in the jug. I'm just going to add 60 ml of water. A teaspoon of my favourite matcha. So this is the matcha that I use for like cold matchas or matchas where I'm maybe doing a hot matcha but adding a different flavoured syrup. But normally when I'm having a hot matcha, I'll just use this one. This is the chocolate one. It's my absolute favourite. It makes such a creamy, chocolatey matcha. It doesn't taste grassy, doesn't taste bitter or anything. The only thing I don't like about these are the packet design. I just don't think it's very like ergonomically friendly. I normally do use a teaspoon measure. So I've got this one here, but it's just come out of the dishwasher, so it's a bit wet. I'm just going to get a normal teaspoon. A teaspoon of matcha. I did treat myself to a brand new whisk from Perfect Head, which is the brand of the matcha. It's really, really nice. I think I showed it in my Amazon haul, which should be in this vlog, but I'm trying to save that for the new place. This is the whisk that I have been using. It's from IKEA and it was £1, but it is giving up the ghost a bit and breaking. So anyway, working today. Just basically whisk that up until it's nice and frothy and all the lumps are gone. But a whisk just makes it so much easier. And I'm just going to pour that over the top. Like so. Looks so pretty with all the colours. You've got the blueberry at the bottom, the oat milk or the matcha, but we are going to mix it all together. Then this cup, it just comes with the straw. Basically put the straw through the lid. That. You can buy these on Nespresso, these cups, if you wanted to, but before I started using this I was just using a normal glass and it was absolutely fine. And then just use a straw just to blend that all together. And then pop the lid on. The great thing about this as well is you can, if you are taking it out, so you can put that on the top just to keep the straw protected. But that's it, that's my matcha taste. It's so good. It's like creamy and blueberry-y. If that's even a word, it's definitely not a word. But it's like creamy, you've got the blueberry, the matcha. It's so good, and having it like this, you just sort of enjoy it over like half an hour or so rather than just gulping it down, which I think is nice, just to prolong the pleasure of this drink. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. If you're wondering about calories and stuff, I calculated it was around 150 calories for this because of the syrup, which is about 50 calories on its own. Otherwise it's around 100. So if you used a sugar-free, it would be about 100 calories, but it depends on what type of milk you use as well. But this is using oat milk, which I always think has like a premium taste when it comes to matcha. And they actually recommend you use oat milk if you look at like the matcha, quite a few of the matcha packets. So yeah, that's my matcha. I'm going to crack on with a few chores and bits and bobs, and we'll check in again later. Okay guys, I'm trying to now, I've done the dishwasher, I've sort of sorted out the washing and all that stuff. I'm now going to empty the fridge in terms of stuff that we're definitely not taking with us. This is our last night tonight, and we won't have a fridge until Sunday afternoon. So obviously I need to kind of like see what we're going to dispose of. My mum would really not like to know that I'm doing this. When my mum didn't have a fridge once, because she basically, my mum was Indian and she grew up in like quite a privileged household. However, it wasn't always like that, and so she was always brought up to basically conserve everything, because when they moved over from India they were very poor, and then they kind of like made themselves when they got to England. This is back in the 60s, and my mum was born in the 60s. I'm talking about her parents. So yeah, what I'm getting at is, even though my mum didn't need to do this, when her fridge freezer broke a few years back, she actually kept her stuff out in the garden. It was winter, but it's so built into her not to waste anything ever that yeah, she just kept the stuff in the garden. And I'm talking, this was for weeks and weeks, like, and there were probably days where it really wasn't cold enough to keep it in the garden, but she still kept it in the garden, even like frozen stuff, just because she didn't want to waste it. So yeah, Mum, I'm so sorry if you're watching this, but I'm not going to be keeping this stuff in the garden. Right, so I've got whipped cream. This is really old anyway, so I'm going to put it all in this bag and then we can go through recycling afterwards. That's a brand new butter, so we'll leave that for now. This milk is finished, so there's only a tiny bit left, so I can get rid of that. Okay. This fruit I took out to defrost so that I could eat with something, but I don't know if I will. But tonight's the last night, so we'll see. Got my little heck chicken sausages in there. I'll leave those eggs, I might want those today. Some Parmesan cheese. Again, what we're having for dinner tonight, I think we're having noodles tonight, so probably won't end up eating that. I've got my favourite dates. I need to try and finish those up because I love those. And this protein yogurt, again, need to try and eat that up. And then we've got some sauces and things. There's quite a lot of sourdough bread in there, like Jason's sourdough, so again I think we'll probably have to come and get that next Friday because I don't really want to be chucking that in the bin. There's waste and then there's waste, but I don't know how long this thing of beetroot has actually been in the fridge for, I'm sorry to say, so that's definitely going. Beetroot, this sounds really weird probably, but I really like beetroot and pasta together, like a hot pasta and then beetroot on the side. That probably is just a me thing. When we were younger, we used to have all these really strange meals because my mum had us really young. Well, she had me really young. She was only 22 and she'd grown up in an Indian family and they just eaten Indian food. So when she sort of met my dad and stuff and got married and they had like really young children, she was trying to sort of learn how to cook English food, like pastas and all these things. I remember just always having really strange combinations of things like mashed potatoes with cheese on top and beans. I don't know if that's that weird or not, but we would have that for our dinner, and that would be like her version, I suppose, of jacket potato. We would have like boiled eggs with Indian spices on them and all sorts of weird and wonderful things. She went through a stage of learning how to make meatballs, and so we had meatballs like every single day for about 3 months. Rid of these ice cubes, and we can run these through the dishwasher to take with us. The new fridge freezer, how exciting. The eye mask in the fridge that I'll pop in my skincare bag. I've got the Eye Therapy Beauty Pro ones and the Garnier ones. Love the Garnier ones. Still got some bits I just want to finish off before putting on that out of office, which will be lovely.